Hey folks, welcome back to Galactic Civilizations 4 Supernova. We're playing as the Luxar Dominion. While I was kind of waiting to play this, looking up some of the comments in the chat, I was talking to Merry Discusser, one of my sort of long-time viewers, and he was like, "Oh, why are you worrying about food? Because surely silicon-based races don't eat food." And I kind of was like, "Oh, I think they do," and then I went and looked it up, and obviously they don't. It even says so in the tooltips in the game. So I was being incredibly dense there. As a result, it's probably a good idea for us to go into our planets. Oh, let's click on Geode here. And just make sure we've not got any farmers. Because farmers are absolutely useless. Now, I do wonder if... I understand from what's been talking, from what Stardock have said on their official Discord, that there are some changes coming to diplomacy and trade. Now, they're not giving away anything about what's happening, and I don't know. But here's what I would like. I think some of these other things, like food, should be up on the table for, for being able to trade. Because, for example, if you've got a neighbor like the Yor or these guys, the Luxar Dominion, or the Onyx Hive, any of those that don't use food, right? You could actually trade your food away, and if you've got like an access to like a garden world, like a really, really nice, fertile planet with low pollution that's pumping out like this one, for example. Oh no, that's a desert, but this one here, this is a nice planet. It's got some. It might be all right for farming, right? You could actually be trading your food to people who need it. And I think that would be an interesting choice. Now, how that would affect game balance, I don't know. I'm not the game designer. But it did get me thinking. Anyway, let's get back into the planets. And are we jumping back into Honda here? Yeah, I did notice that we've got a farmer here. Farming is absolutely useless. I think for the time being, if let's say that they don't decide to make food a tradable resource, then you probably shouldn't need to make farmers with these guys. I think they should probably disable that. I'd say. I think that's a bit of a trap. Obviously, like if you're dumb like me and you didn't read you forgot to read the intro tooltip that told you what silicon based silicone based races. I'm not even going to imagine that. But yeah, if you didn't read that and then you kind of assume that food's still a thing, then yeah, it seems like a bit of a trap. Anyway. This particular pop here, Nocian Lumine, or Lumin, that'd be actually quite a good soldier, but I think we're going to make them a... Yeah, let's go with science for the time being. I think we do need to increase our scientific output. The other thing I was kind of keeping my eye on here was this Drengin Constructor, Drengin Constructor 5. It's heading over here towards this antimatter, and I don't want them to have that. So I'm going to talk, like, I really, really don't want them to have it. I want all the resources. Like, these are mine. I've claimed them, even though I haven't actually claimed them yet. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell them to get that damn thing out of there. And if they disagree, I'm going to go to war with them. I think that I've got better warships than them. Let me just double check this. Yeah, we've got better military power than them. Our faction power is much higher. I think they would be foolish to ignore me here. But if they go and do that, I think I am going to I will destroy it, because I don't want them to set up a starbase that's going to be difficult for me to take down. Whereas an undefended constructor is easy to take down. Now, obviously, that puts me at war with the Drengin, and they will send ships over. But we've got enough ships now to be able to defend ourselves. And being at war with the Drengin, what diplomatic consequences would that have in that game, I wonder? How would the Taurians take that? What do you think? You see, my opinion is that I don't think those guys like the Drengin. In fact, if I remember right, I mean, I'm not sure if it's hard-coded into the game, but they're certainly a lore-based thing. In fact, it is hard-coded into the game that Taurian citizens will be very, very unhappy if they are on the same, same planet as the Drengin. So I don't think they're going to get on. I'd be very, very surprised if they would trade even. Let's have a look at the diplomacy gap. Yeah, so we're trading with the Drengin here. The Taurians aren't. which we're trading with all three, but we don't see the ability for those guys to trade. Now, I think the reason for that will be is that we are probably the only ones who have unlocked trading text so far, apart from... Oh no, that's not true, because if you look at the trade, look, actually, at least the Taurians or the Drengin have got it too. Actually getting quite a lot from trade now. So as you can see, trade is really, really lucrative in this game, especially at the start. Okay. Gosh, background music's very loud in my ears. Anyway, let's carry on, folks. So, yeah, I'm going to talk to the Drengin now, I think, and ask them to move that ship. And be like, get out of my territory. Oh. What's happened here? Okay, I'm going to screenshot that. Again, folks, just remember, the game is in early access. You do occasionally come up with bugs. I've not seen that one before, though. One of our esteemed generals has dared to stage a coup against me. We have successfully thwarted his treacherous plans, but he's managed to evade our forces and has taken refuge on your homeworld. It is of the utmost importance that you cooperate in delivering this traitor back to us. Okay. This will increase totalitarianism, and we'll get better relationships with the Archaeans. Or we can upset the Archaeans. We irritate Archaean, and the fugitive actions are a pain for a while, but his antics result in a comedy show. Egalitarianism increases to 9. We lose control, but we get more approval. Now, I don't want to make enemies of the Archaeans, especially if we're looking like, you know, we're going to be at war with the Drengin. I should have done that diplomacy action first before this happened, but here we go. So I want the egalitarianism to increase to 9. That is much better. We do lose control, and we don't have much. That's 5 turns worth of control, but we do get an extra approval, which I'm gonna like. Okay, so you'll see now likely that these guys, yeah, they're not very happy. Look, it's not showing yet. That might show next turn. Yeah, so that's not a big problem. They're not going to be that upset by that. Okay, let's go to the Drengin and talk to these guys. I have something else in mind. Remove your ships from our territory immediately. Melodine, we are sorry that our ships made you nervous. We will ask them to leave your territories immediately. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. Now, that's going to annoy them. Look, we demanded... So we've got now this modifier. You demanded that we leave your territory. That makes them even more unhappy with us. I don't really care. They're not strong enough to really bother me at the moment. So let's just see where that ship ended up. It's not moved. All right. It doesn't move automatically then. We are going to move this. I'm going to move this out this way. Now, what range does this have? I forget. Oh, it doesn't actually. I don't think it tells you its actual range. Ship range. It's just going to be the base range, and I can't remember what the base range of the constructor is. We'll be able to look, won't we? From our own. It tells you here. Starbase range 6. Okay, so the starbase itself gives you a 5 base range. Okay, so once this thing is in 5 hexes, can we turn the hexes on? Let's go to the options a sec. Show you some of the stuff that you can do here. So, bum interface. Show grid when close. There we go. All right. So look, we can turn the grid on, and so once this gets within 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 like there, that's when it can put up a starbase, and that, yeah, and then we've got to destroy it before it does that, if we are going to do it. Now I also need to make sure that I get my own constructor out to take this on. We're going to need some money too, and I think, in fact, that'd be quicker. That's going to be 6 turns. That's 7 turns. It's going to be quicker to get it out from Honda. Let's get that one out quick. It's going to be 5 turns here, utilizing the resources that's already got stored up. I wonder if we can trade with someone. I wonder if we can turn this grid off. Okay. I don't like the grid on normally. What I might do is change it so the grid only comes on when you kind of zoom in really, really close. But we'll figure that out later. So let's get into the diplomacy with someone who we don't mind trading with. Let's talk to the Archaeans. They don't have a lot of money. Okay. Really what we want is money at the moment. Now they've got some nice little techs that we could probably go for. But let's just let's not give them anything yet. We've also got the Altarians that we've just met. Okay. Let's talk to the Altarians. We can't trade with them yet. I think it wasn't that long ago that we traded with them. What about the Kryn? Yeah, we can trade with the Kryn. How are they feeling? Okay, increasing. So they're happy with us relatively. They're cordial. They don't have much money either. Yeah, these guys are using a lot of their credits at the moment. Okay, so the Kryn don't have much cash. Taurians have got better economic power. Let's see how much money they've got. Oh, they've got nothing. Okay. They got some good techs. I'm not going to trade anything yet. It's tempting just to, you know, like when you're a bit of a Space 4X game noob, you're just tempted to trade everything that you've got for everything that you can get, and that is not a good idea in most Space 4X really, but it's certainly not a good idea in this game, because especially if you're kind of like, you know, we're sort of small. I know score-wise it's saying that we're winning, and we're doing pretty well. There's no doubt about it, but the scores are very, very close, and it's only, you know, 2 turns away, and I could be right down at the bottom. So, yeah, don't be fooled. I think sometimes people look at the scores, and, you know, for example, there was a thing with the Mimot. Like if these guys have got their own sector and they're left to kind of like grow, their score can just be like 3,000 when you're at 500, you know. And people freak out, and it's just don't freak out by the scores, okay? They can change pretty rapidly. Like taking one colony off an enemy can really like half their score sometimes. I might be exaggerating there, but you get the idea. Okay, so we're trying to find someone with some cash. What about you guys? Fluffballs. No, they're not. He's got no. King Fluffball's has got no cash. What about you guys? Got no money either. All right. What is this bunch of paupers that we're sharing the galaxy with? I mean, we're no better, to be honest. But yeah, seriously, come on. Okay. We got a tax rate on normal. I wonder. We might want to move it up to medium. Significant drop though in manufacturing and planetary output. That's the problem. Now we are almost doubling our money in that raise, because we're raising it from, well, we're raising it from 25 to 33%, but like the, yeah, it's not quite double, is it? Interesting. Okay. Now we probably could. Yeah, we could remove the these two here. So we could just remove the research grants and the research bonus. Yeah, that's not actually making a big difference. Look, we're only getting a little bit more. 1083. I think we should just keep the research grants and the genius grants as well. It's really not making a huge difference. They're well worth paying for. Okay. So my plan was to just rush that out. I think we can just leave that. Let's see what else we can do. We've got the shard here. Now, if we are thinking about fighting, let's go and send some fighters up to this this base here of Fomalhaut. I don't want to go to war with the Drengin really, but like I also don't want. I want that antimatter, and I want to get it fast, and I'm willing to fight for it as well. Really what we want is Promethean. By the way, I went and looked at the, yeah, so the way that the Promethean works is with the growth, with your civilization growth in with a silicon, the silicon race is that you get 0.006 growth per month per Promethean, right? The way that works is, yeah, once you've got 100 Promethean, you're going to get 0.6 extra growth. Now, the population growth per crystalline person is 0.4, okay? So, and normal population is 1 per person, okay? So like that puts it into perspective. You are actually 60% less. You grow 60% slower than carbon-based life forms. All right, so you got slow growth, but you will as you get more and more up towards 100, you will get small amounts of growth. Okay, so we've got, this is going to be 0.6, 12, 18, so 0.018. Okay, so it's very, very incrementally small. But you got 100 though, you're up to a normal growth rate. If you get 200 in there, I think it was 200. No, it wasn't 200, but yeah, once you get like a decent, like a severe amount of it, like 200, 300, get the exact maths behind it now. But yeah, you're going to get double growth. It does tell you exact figure that you need for double growth when you look at the silicon-based life form thing. But I forget now where. Yeah, this is something that Daz Tactic was talking about recently, by the way. And I forget if I've mentioned it already, but I really would like to see the ability to look at your own colony, sorry, your own civilization statistics like you get when you start the game. You know, in this screen here, or in diplomacy or something, because at the moment you can't do that. You can look at the others, look. You can see their civilization abilities, cultural focus, behaviors, all this kind of stuff, right? But what you don't get is, you can't see yours. And that's a real shame. Maybe here, look, if you just clicked on this or something, that might be a way of doing it. Because at the moment, if I want to go back and look at it now, I've actually got to go out of the game and go back into, you know, and come out, save the game, go out of the game, go into the main menu, pick the Luxar Dominion again, and then remind myself of what they've got. As far as I can tell, I can't see that information anywhere here, and I think that is that's a miss. We need to that needs to be done, in my opinion. All right. Okay, let's get back to where we were. So yeah, we need to get this out, and nobody's got any money, and no one's willing to give us any. I think what we could do. Let's go back into the diplomacy, find someone that we want to talk to who has got a little bit of cash, like these guys. Let's see if we can sell them more tech. All of these are really good techs, by the way. I mean, influence growth is pretty powerful. So is the xenobiology. Anomaly detection is not so great, although the thulium sensor array is really good. That's really, really good. Let's just see how much money we can get per month for this. They're already giving us a whole bunch of money. Yeah, look, we're not going to get a lot for it because I think the Archaeans are already spending a lot of money on. Yeah, they're giving us 22 per turn. Look, so that's quite hefty. You know what we could do? we could trade a load of money per turn for something with them and then go to war with them. I don't know how that works in the game. Like, I've not tried it. I'm not usually that ruthless, but it might be worth trying. These guys are paupers. Talk to Gizmo. No, he's not having it either. What about you guys? Yeah, nothing either. Oh, we've already been through this, haven't we? Nobody's got any money. Okay, the Kryn have got money, right? Gib. You must gib. Let's see what we can do. By the way, you can. What I didn't realise until I watched Ilana's video the other day is that you can use the middle mouse button here to scroll this. So that's a really nice UI feature that I did not know existed. Let's try and persuade them. Nah. I mean, look, it's only 8 credits per turn, but that is a lot. That's quite significant. Now we... Yeah, 9.42. Let's just do this. So now we've got 11.42. Bearing in mind, you are getting taxed on that as well. Is that right? Or is that just not upgraded right? I forget now how this works. So you've got the GDP. This is your gross income from taxation and stuff. You've got the treasury income. That's pretty self-explanatory, and those numbers add up. You've got the treaty revenue. Now that's 55. So you see that you've got 22 from the Archaeans, 12 from the Drengin, 8 from the Altarians, 8 from the Kryn, 4 from the Minmot, and 1 from the Taurians. 55. Yeah, all of that is... That's interesting. So this is affected by tax too, look. So what's this? 39, 80, 96, right? 94, sorry. So 25% of 94. So what's this? Yeah, that's right. So that's interesting. So you actually, so even with your treaties, yeah, you are still only taking 25% of that money. I think what we need to do is probably put our taxes up. Now, yeah, again, we do get a significant drop in our manufacturing output there, but there we go. We need money. The reason why, how long is this going to take now? Yeah, see, that's 6 turns now, but we are getting 20 per turn. What I'm hoping for there is we can, before we you know, we get chance to for it to come out in 5 turns. We'll actually be able to buy it. I don't know how much that's going to cost. Have a look at this. 500 credits right now. Yeah, I think actually we're going to be smarter just putting this on down onto normal. Okay, let's get on with the game. I think we're going to have this shard. Put it into Honda. Okay, let's see where this guy goes. This is what I'm watching this turn specifically. Alright. He might be going around the back here. Weapon systems. Tracking and targeting enemy ships poses significant challenges. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I read all these before in the last episode, didn't I? In the last series. So, this gives us targeting computer and... this is just increased damage on weapons. Okay, interesting. What do we want to go for next? Trade networks is glaring at me. Terraforming's good, obviously, but I don't think we need that quite yet. Capacity plus 10 for your ships is really, really good. Now, it's not going to make much difference on fighters, but you know, this is a good one. I do feel that we should go for trade networks though, so we can get some more freighters out. I might go for diplomacy next, so we've got better diplomacy. You'll notice that, yeah, we've already got +1 for skill in diplomacy. People, yeah, I mean, we're kind of hovering around the middle end of where they, you know, their feelings on us. Got to be a bit careful not to for that to become a big problem. If he goes around this way, takes this, I don't know. I don't want to destroy it. Let's just do it. Get out of there. It's like, I told you to get out of my system, and then they did, but it's like, no. I wanted you to go the other way. Okay. We're going to have to upgrade it. Let's get the advanced defences here on this star base. And we're going to start sending some ships over, because the Drengin will probably try to destroy it. So that is something we want to do. Okay, we've got some LD prisms and PB prisms. Let's send these ships out this way, over to the star base. We'll bring this shard, just this one shard in here, just so we've got some couple of ships just defending. If we've got a star base and we've got a bunch of ships around it, that's going to be much better for defending. I don't think the Drengin at this stage of the game are going to have anything that'll be able to defeat that. It will be the same with this one too. We probably should put the star base defense system up here. There we go, look. And again, we want to send some ships out that way. Okay, so we're at war with the Drengin. That's okay. I don't mind. Ooh, we can buy Techopod hides. So that's interesting. Okay, and we can buy Promethean. It's really expensive though. Really, really expensive. Okay, narrator 2. We definitely want to start building ships. So now we're at war. Now, I'm not intending to stay at war with the Drengin. I just didn't want them to take that particular star base. Now, this might bite me in the ass, but we'll see. Let's get the PV prism here. And let's get this one back out to this star base here. He's going to go on sentry. Okay, 375 credits. Yeah, it might have been better actually to do my original plan of putting my money up, but never mind. It's a bit of a moot point now because we are actually war with the Drengin. Okay. Taurians, we are wary of outsiders, Meladine. However, the people of Taurian regime find themselves struggling a bit. If you could provide us with 70 credits, it would strengthen our bond. I can't do it. I cannot help you. I need that money. Now, usually, if I've got lots of cash, by the way, and this is a neighbour that I don't want to go to war with, I will do that, usually. You guys are actually doing really well, look, as they always do. Are they winning? No. But they're close. They're definitely a close second, look. With the Drengin coming up third. Now, we're going to have some interesting interesting stuff going on now that we're at war. Get these guys. I want to be a farmer. Get them as a scientist. Just increase the science here on an Narita 3. Okay. Yeah, this is mostly a manufacturing place. In fact, let's just change that back to a worker. There we go. Heritage Centre. Go there, look. Going to give a big tourism bonus. Let's go with that one. It's only going to be 3 turns as well. Okay. Ship idle. So we've got the shard. Let's just bring some of these up to Narita. Narita 3. Now, if you let's say that you're wanting to pump out a bunch of ships and you don't want to just be manually pushing them everywhere, what you can do, gosh, I don't know if I showed this before, but if you go use the set rally point, create a new rally point, let's rally it. You can't do it actually on there, but we could put it, yeah, it won't work actually on a starbase, but like you could put it here, for example, next to the starbase. Formal hot rally point, and then you select that one and you click select destination. Now any ship that is created here will automatically fly out over to that starbase if that's what you want. Let's keep an eye out because, okay, we've got another constructor coming in. Okay, so here we go, trade networks. So this is going to give us more trade licenses. Gives us free trade policy, which gives us 25% income to trade routes, but that does increase crime. And yeah, we get trade network, which is a colony construction. Okay. Next. Cultural influence is 4 turns away. That's going to give us 10 cultural growth. Now, I do tend to go for culture very, very heavily. I think I'm going to go for diplomacy here first, though. At the moment, our cultural output is pretty decent. If they start pushing in on this very, very heavily, then we might have to increase the the culture even more. Ooh, they're a battle cruiser. Who are these guys? Oh, this is pirates. Okay. We're not going to win this one. Let's just see what our relative fleet strength is saying here. Okay, it's saying us we're going to get extreme casualties. They're going to get a total loss. Let's go and get these out here, just in case they do come in and try and attack with that ship. I think the pirates have had a bit of a upgrade. At least I'm pretty sure that that's what they were talking about on the Stardock official Discord. Okay, freighters. Let's get this one out to Avalon here. Yeah, that's gonna get a nice trade income. It's quite far away. Okay, the Dreadlord artifact. We've come across some sort of device left behind by the Dreadlords. We're not quite certain what it is and wanted to see if one of your researchers would be willing to review it. Okay, so we can activate it. That's going to upset the Kryn, but we're going to get 100 ascension points. That's actually quite good. Or we can get +1 relations with the Kryn and 100 diplomatic capital. Now, diplomatic capital's a funny one. It's basically a trade resource that you use in diplomacy, and it's just like you can use it to trade for things. It doesn't really seem that valuable, but I don't know if that's just the games that I've been playing where it's not seemed to be great. This would help us win, but I don't think we're going for that kind of victory at the moment. So let's go for the diplomatic capital. And we'll see if what we can spend it on, and we'll double test my we'll check this theory. Okay, what have we got? What's going on with the Drengin? Let's go and shoot this thing down, this constructor. What we'll do is we'll send out a prism. Okay, can't quite get it this turn. We don't want to be going to formal halt. We'll go into that star base there. Okay. We've got an idle core world at Honda 2. Okay, actually, this is growing relatively quick. That's partly because of the recruiting station. Oh, we could put a colonial clinic up. That would also start growing population fast. We don't have any more grasslands, look, but where we could put that up. "25 turns. That's too long for the beacon." Now the governor's mansion's good. This increases loyalty and it gives you a bonus to trade income. But the trade network's a better one if you want to go for money. The wealth output on this place is good. Look, the planetary input at least is good. So we do want to be building this. This is going to be a place of like building money, I think. We've got a couple of research places here. Now, I've already got the galactic mainframe here. In that case, let's get up the... Yeah, we could put it here, look, and then we could terraform these two here. And then we could surround that completely with, pretty much with financial districts. One of our freighters from Homeworld has been damaged by an ion storm, leaving it stranded in deep space in your territory. We would like some assistance. Okay. So we can get 300 credits if we just take it, or if we tax the cargo. But it's going to annoy the Kryn. And -2 relations is quite a lot, by the way. Or we could get +1 relations and a trade license. I think I'd rather have the trade license. I think over the long term, that's going to give us more money. So let's go for the trade license. Okay, that's good. Ah, we've got the Galactic Festival. Now, again, I don't think... How much money are we making from tourism? Nothing right now. I don't think you get that until you've actually... Maybe you have to research the tourism stuff. I forget now. Not in there. In culture, isn't it? That's culture. Right now. I think it's this one. Yeah, I think we should be getting tourism anyway. We've just not got any tourism buildings. I remember the last time I played this, like when I was playing offline, I had a massive output of tourism. It looks like we're not getting any. I don't know if that's a feature of this civilization. I don't think so. I think it must be that we've just not built any. That's entertainment. You've got cultural districts. Yeah, it's just influence growth. Okay, I'm not going to look into this too hard right now. Let's just keep playing the game. Okay, this constructor's moving down this way. We've actually lost eyes on it now. See if we can find it. There it is. This one should be able to catch it. Okay, look. Automatic destruction there, look. Alright. Let's get a couple of these ships into Fomalhaut 1 as well. I think I'll move this one up here. Now, Durantium gives us better defences. Probably a good thing to do. The other thing you can use Durantium on, by the way, is for the orbital improvements too. But yeah, we want defences at the moment. Now we're at war. Let's get... Oh gosh, we're almost out of time. This is at Narita 3. Maybe we get a frigate up. Now, frigates are designed to kill... They're assault, basically. They're designed to kill They're designed to kill fighters. It's going to be a missile one. Oh, this is a mass driver. Okay, we've actually... This is only 8 out of 10 mass use, so we can actually design this one better. Let's go into the frigate. Start a new design. Okay, there we go, look. Now, you can change the hull once. You can change the cosmetic mode. You've got the battle axe. Command 2. Command 3. We've got this one here, the defender. We've got the gunboat, and we've got the mission ship. Okay. I think it was that one that it was using, wasn't it? Let's just go to that. So we'll just come back out of the cosmetic stuff. Not sure what the AI is going to be using. So we've got 10. We've got 10 mass that we can fill. Let's just put a mix of weapons on it. We can also put hull plating on it as well. So if we're going to be getting in close in, we've got the Gauss cannon, which is the better version of the cannon. It's just smaller. So we'll put a Gauss cannon on it. We've got two left. I don't think we're going to get much more on here. Yeah, maybe we get rid of the whole armor plating and put another gun on it. We've got the particle beam. We could put rockets on. Go for the rockets. So we've got a long range weapon, and then we've got a short range weapon. So it's going to get some chance to take out some of the fighters as it comes in. Okay. Let's call it this. Let's call this. We'll call it the quartz. Okay, there we go. Done. All right, and we're going to build one of those. Yeah, that ship design is so much quicker now. Like, really, really good. Let's get a couple of these things. What we could, I mean, now we're at war with the Drengin. We could actually go and take some planets off them. There's, you know, nothing to stop us doing that. We can actually build some siege ships. In fact, that might be a good idea. Let's get rid of one of these. Let's get a siege ship. Which is going to give us the I forget what it's called, but the soldiering ability, basically. Let's just click on this and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, it's this one here, look. Oh. There we go, the conquest rating. So you get a siege bonus, basically, with a siege ship. Now, we're not very good at soldiering, so we're going to have to counter for that, essentially. Or account for that. Got a shard. Get this one into Narita. We've not got this one yet, have we? Okay. Where have we got some pop? Because we should get a colony ship out for that. That's going to reduce our growth rate. How long until we get a control? 2 months. And it's what, 33 for the executive order, I think? 33. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be 8 or 9 turns, something like that. Let's just wait for the control rather than taking a population away. Okay, let's send our own constructor down here to go and get this antimatter. Okay, we've got a Drengin ship down here. Ooh, alright. Yeah, okay. Got to deal with that. Although that's not Drengin. I don't think that's the Drengin, is it? Yes, it is. It's okay. It's weird. It's got a bit of an unusual tag on it. I think this must be. Yeah, it's got. I don't know what that means there. I thought that meant it was an independent ship, but I think I'm wrong. And this is a Drengin ship. We've got to be careful because. Oh, we've got the DES Instigator in our territory as well. Wow. So we've been sending all our ships up here. And they're like, okay, we're just going to move into your territory. Now, that's because we are dumb, or I'm dumb, and I didn't think you scout properly. So, let it be a lesson to you folks. Let's see what ships we've got in here. Oh, we don't want to send them all out. They're quite a long way away as well. We get these ones back down this way. We've got to figure out how we're going to fight these. We can destroy those as well, by the way. That would be really good. Let's just leave one of these here. So we've got something defending our star base. And we'll start bringing some ships down. I have one defending that stop too. Okay, get some more defenses on that one, just in case the instigator comes in this way. I don't think that the instigator is going to be able to kill this. Okay, we've got Narita 3. I've still not figured out what I want to build here. Got the core world here. Ah, that was it. I remember what we were going to. We were going to put a housing district there, weren't we? Or the colonial clinic. Kimberley's refuge. Ah, we need Durantium for it, and I spent it. Okay. Gonna get one next turn. So let's just wait there. Maybe we don't want to wait. Waiting's a bad move, but probably what we want to do is to start something else. Yeah, we could upgrade the manufacturing. We'll start doing that and we'll switch it over next turn. Okay, this constructor wants to go down here. I do want to try and get this antimatter. Let's see what happens. They might actually just... these guys might destroy it. I think we're out of range of them though. Yeah, we should be out of range. Okay, they're moving back. So they're just kind of like scouting out around here. Okay, so we've got diplomacy. This gives us non-aggression pact, embargo third party, cultural treaty, goodwill tour. This is really good, by the way. This gives you +1 diplomacy for 30 turns for 30 control. We can upgrade culture and the Xenoanthropology Center. Okay, this is going to give us better energy weapons. That might be a good idea to go for. It's recommending that for us because we're going to war. Because we're at war. No, I'm sorry. That's not why it's doing it. That's why I'm choosing it, is probably what I should say. Okay. Best place to put this, I wonder? Yeah, I'd say so. Get it in there. This is going to be within influence of at least. We might be able to increase the range of it. I think that's in range. Let's have a look. No. It is now. There we go, look. I want to put a mining starbase up here. Okay, there we go. So we've got the basic mining up for antimatter. We'll upgrade that eventually. We do need to get some more ship modules by the looks of it. That's going to be something we've got to build. Alternatively, we could trade for them. Okay. Let's go back to Narita 3. And we want to put up this colonial clinic now that we've got some Durantium. Put it here, look, which is where we'd originally planned to put it. Let's just get that speed built. We'll try to build it as quickly as we can. We've got the prism here. Okay. The flagship. Let's get this flagship together and we'll see if we can take out some of these Drengin ships. We move this one up here. I know that, yeah, we've got the instigators there, look. Just got to keep an eye on this. Now, you might find, because we are, yeah, we won't be able to go to, we won't be able to have peace with them for a while. It's going to be like 10, I can't remember how many turns it is, but it's a while before you can actually make peace. I don't know if it tells you. Yeah, you cannot offer to trade so soon after declaring war, so we're not going to be able, we can't even speak to them yet. I don't know how many turns that is before you can actually change that. Ah, alright, we've got a probe in trouble here. Yeah, I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose this probe. Now, we are going for an artifact, but it's only 1 month remaining. Not very strong, but this is a probe. We better move this away. Yeah, let's just move that away. I don't want that to die. That's it. It's out of range there. Let's get that there. Okay, tactical thruster upgrade. Or we can sell it for credits. Yeah, you see, again, this is decent. Yeah, I want that. I'd rather have that than the money, I think. Okay, geode. Again, manufacturing's a little bit low on geode at the moment. We probably want to get the fusion reactor tech quite quickly if we can. Let's just get a manufacturing district up. That's only going to be 3% though there. That's not good. Echoing Heartstone boosts the influence on the world. I do like that, but we don't want it yet. This is going to put wealth up. Oh, that might be worth doing. We don't have a lot of money. That's the only thing. Of course, also we could just kind of like surround this with research to get that big research bonus. I do think we need more manufacturing district though. It's only going to be 2 turns. I know it's a small bonus, but we can build it up. It's only going to be 2 turns. So that's not a big problem. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the episode here because we're coming up to 45 minutes. Thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series still. I'm enjoying this one. This is cool. I'm just trying to figure out, right, how it is that we turn this relatively small empire into something bigger. And yeah, we picked a war here just because really I was kind of defending I was trying to defend my own territorial claims essentially. I don't think they're going to be able to do much. Yeah, sure, we've got the Instigator and this other one here, the Independence floating about. I think we want to kill these as quickly as we can. So I think that's going to be the job next turn, is to try to figure out how we can kill these. And that will put a real dampener on the Drengin. They'll not be able to get any artifacts or anything like that until they're able to get another flagship later on. So yeah, I think that's going to be the plan as far as our war is concerned. But we don't have to be particularly aggressive. You know, it's not. Yeah, this is not something where we're going to have to kind of rush in and take everything they've got, you know, and take Drengin. I mean, we could do that. That would put us really, really close to Toria. For example, if we took these two here, then, you know, we're going to have more of a border with the Taurians. Unless we can get some kind of, like, you know, alliance treaty with these guys, I think that they're going to end up being a target eventually anyway. Alternatively, we go this way and we go into the Altarians. I don't know. I'll have a think about it anyway. Anyway, guys, if I'm not careful, I'll just ruminate on this forever. I love kind of planning the strategic situation in this game. It's really cool. All right, guys, take care.